Hi everyone, this is a quick video summarizing the Gitflow workflow and how you can use it to enhance your post-release testing and bug fixes. So as mentioned in this section, the Gitflow workflow is a feature branch workflow with the addition of additional branches to deal with post-release testing and bug fixes. So we still have our master branch containing all production code, our develop branch containing all code developed but not released, and our feature branches containing all code currently being developed. The difference begins when a release occurs. So instead of directly pushing from the develop branch to our production code sitting on the master branch, we release to specific release branches. So what we do is we branch off from the develop branch and release to a release branch. Let's say version 1.0. So we want to release version 1.0. Instead of pushing directly to the master branch and adding a tag there saying this is our version 1.0, this separate branch includes an indicator in our repository history that this is version 1.0 of our code. So while the code sits here, the release branch allows for a formal place for the code to sit for testing to occur as well. So just because we branch off into a specific release branch doesn't mean we're going to release that release branch to the customer just yet. Let's say we incorporate some kind of QA testing from the release branch following this release, and a bug is found. From here, what we would do is we would branch off into what's called a hotfix branch and fix that bug quickly and merge it back into the release branch before we release it to the customer. I'll go more on the hotfixes in just 1 second. So let's say all testing occurs and all the fixes have been made, and we want to release it to the customer. What we do is we then merge our release code back into master and back into the develop branch. This leaves our repository absolutely up to date. And that specific release branch will permanently sit in the repository history as a holding place for where to go back to see any version of the software that's been released. So let's go back over to hotfixes. When else do we use hotfixes? We know we use the release branch to hold specific releases and document where they occur, as well as a place to have code sit during the testing process. But hotfixes are a completely different concept. A hotfix is simply a quick fix to production code that bypasses the entire feature branch workflow kind of mentality or any kind of formal development process. So if it's a minor fix, say a high contact customer contacts you with his production code and says, hey, I have the latest up-to-date code and there's a bug in it and I need to fix right away. And you're not even midway through your development process and he needs it the very next day or some time closer before the next release will actually occur. A hotfix is a formal place to put such fixes. What it is a branch from release code, say either a version release code, so a version 1.2 release branch, or maybe straight from master, the current production code that exists. So what you do is you'd open up a hotfix branch from any bug that you just found, make the changes, and merge back into master. And now you have a documented place where those hotfixes occurred, and also a formal process to bypass that formal development process that we have in the feature branch workflow. So there you have it. A Gitflow workflow is a feature branch workflow with the addition of 2 different kinds of branches to help with post-release testing and bug fixing, as well as documenting a specific place for documenting where releases are in your repository history. See the other embedded video for more information of how to implement this using Atlassian Stash.